Hey y'all, this is Molly Rose and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry that my lighting and video isn't the best today. I just moved and I'm still kind of getting my drum room all set up. But besides that, today we're doing a review and unboxing a demo of a brand new product from Xvive. We're checking out the PX System Portable 3-channel Personal Mixer. And they sent this to me about a week ago, and I've spent this week while I've been home messing with it and playing with it and kind of understanding what it is. I've never personally seen a 3-channel personal mixer. I think this is kind of a one-of-a-kind thing, because most of the mixers, the personal mixers that I have used are just like a single-channel mixer, and personal mixers are amazing for musicians, especially drummers, because you need to be wearing in-ears at all times. I don't care what. I stress that so much on this channel. You need to be wearing in-ears. With that being said about this product, I am always 100% honest. And I think that this product, there is a time and a place for it. I think it's a little confusing to understand at first kind of what's going on, but once I watched some videos, I was like, okay, I understand what this product is doing, and I think it's pretty clever and it is really cool, but there's a time and a place for it. So let's get into it. I'll tell you what I really like about it, and I'll tell you what I think is kind of not as practical about this product, and we'll demo it and we'll talk about it a little bit. So let's get into it. All right, so let's read a little bit about the product, what comes in the box. So as a musician and or singer, when you're performing live, rehearsing with a band, or recording in a studio, you need to hear both yourself and the other musicians. But just as importantly, you need to have control over what you hear. Everyone hears differently from their own perspective, so everyone needs to have control over their mix. Ideally, you have a monitor engineer, but in most situations, it's likely that you or another band members are controlling the monitor mix from the stage, or a sound technician at the other end of the room has the control, but it's hard to communicate with them during a show. Instead of having a fixed monitor mix from the board, PX allows you to set up a simple 3-channel monitor mix that allows you to adjust the levels that matter the most to you on the fly. For example, one knob could control your vocal level, one could control your instrument level, and another could be a submix of other vocals and instruments, which is very true. That is pretty cool. Okay, so in the box, you get the PXA, which is what you actually plug your headphones into. You get the PXB, which is what you plug into the board, and that's your mixes 1, 2, and 3. And then the EC25 is going to be the Ethernet cable adapter, which I believe is 25 feet. And then you get 3 XLR to 1/4-inch TS adapters. Okay, so I want to start by talking about the PXA. So this is basically what you would put on like your belt loop, and this is what you plug in your headphones into. So this can be either battery powered by 2 AAA batteries, which are right here, or you can plug it in, and I'll show you over here, by a 9-volt cable. But I personally put the batteries in it, and then you just go like this with the volume knob and you turn it up, and you can put your headphones right into there. And on this side, you have your Ethernet XLR that you will plug into, that they give you like a long snake for it. So you basically plug in the Ethernet XLR onto here, you plug this into your belt pack, and then you have your outputs 1, 2, and 3 that you can start to do the levels for your personal mix. So I'll come back to this, and so I have it plugged into my long cable, and then the other side, I have this plugged into my PXB, which, let me unplug it. So on the other side of my long Ethernet XLR cable, I have the PXB, which this 3 I will plug into the board where I want my mix. So I would probably plug in, if I'm playing with click and tracks, I would go click, tracks, and maybe main mix. Or you could go vocals, guitar, bass drum. I don't know, however you want to do it. There's so many combinations that you could do on a mixing board. So you would have to go over to the mixing board, and you would have to either do it 1/4 inch or or XLR, but it comes with the adapter so you can figure out what you want to do. And then you plug this into the other end of the Ethernet cable. You plug this into the soundboard where you want it. And then on where you plug into the soundboard, it also has where you can plug in your 9-volt if you don't want to use the batteries. Because I think the batteries, they said, last for 5 hours, which that's not the best battery life. So I would probably plug it in just in case. So then all of this gets sent back to my PXA, and that's where I can control my mix through this, which is pretty cool. It is kind of it's a different concept. I didn't really quite understand it at first, but it is a cool concept that you can kind of mix and match like how you want your mix to be. You can personalize your mix basically in 3 different ways. So I obviously don't have a mixing board at my house, so I'm going to show you guys how you can test this out and actually use it in a recording setting if you wanted to. I'm going to hook these 3 cables up into my Scarlett, and I'm going to show you guys how you can actually separate the different sounds that you're getting, and it's really easy to do. So yeah, let me show you. So basically I'm pretending that this is my mixing board, and I am using the XLR to 1/4" TS adapters in the back of it in channels 1, 2, and 3. And I have it plugged up to the PX8, which then I plug in and it sends to the PXA. And I have this, my PXA, plugged into my speaker so you guys can hear it. And on Ableton, I just have something that I did. I have the click in channel 1, I have the tracks in 2, and I have some random background vocals in 3. So when I play this, I'm actually going to be able to separate everything and turn it up and down right here. So check this out. So I have it playing, turn this up. I just took the click out of it. I can turn the click up. Look, I can take out the track. I can turn the click down. I can take out the backing vocals. So that is how you can control your monitor mix with basically 3 different channels. And it sounds really good. I also plugged in my headphones to this, and the Ethernet cable, it's a very clean signal that you're getting. This creates, they did a really good job at creating a very clean signal, and I really like the way that it sounds. Overall, let me tell you guys the 2 gigs I think that I would use something like this on. So number 1, I would use this on a gig if it is a smaller gig and we were using click and tracks. And I've done so many different ways that you can split your mix to get the click and the track in separate channels, especially as the drummer, because the click is so important. The tracks are so important if you're the drummer. So if I was playing a small gig, I would split the click and tracks from the board for sure, and I would just have full control of the click and tracks, and then probably like a main mix, which would be really nice because you want to be able to control the click and the tracks. So that's the first kind of gig I would use this for. Second kind of gig I would use this for would be a smaller gig where you don't have any type of in-ear mix app. Because like I said, it is so important to use in-ears, but you also want to get a good mix. So even having some control over your mix and not having to be like, hey, sound guy, can you turn up my bass drum? Can you turn up this, this, this? If you can kind of do, you know, drums, vocals, guitars, then you could actually pretty easily have your own mix. I mean, basically all you do is you plug this into here. Okay, I'm just gonna go over this one more time. Put your headphones in here, plug this into here, take this, and we plug it into the PXB, okay, doing that. And then you can decide what you want in this. So they're even labeled 1, 2, and 3. So you can go, you know, guitars, drums, vocals, bam, and then you're gonna have your mix right here, and it's gonna be a pretty clean signal. So that's what I would use it for. Again, what I wouldn't use it for would be a bigger gig. On any gig that you have the app to do your in-ears, you wouldn't need it for. But yeah, I think that this is it's a unique product. I've never seen anything like it. I think it's pretty innovative. I think that, like what I said, you kind of see for yourself if this is a product that you would want. With all that being said, you guys can get this product on Sweetwater for $130, and I think that's a pretty good price because it comes with absolutely everything you need. This thing is high quality. You'll see, I really like the way that they packaged it and put it together. I think they did a really good job at that. Thank you, Xvive, for sending me this, and I hope that you appreciate my thoughts on it, and kind of trying to explain what I think this would be good for and what I wouldn't use this for. So thank y'all again so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know what kind of videos y'all want down below. Tour is ending soon, so I'll be having some more time to make videos. I've been trying to make videos when I'm home and in my free time that I have. So yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram, Molly Rose Drums, TikTok at Country Drummer Girl, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.